Yo, what's the deal? It's your boy, and I'm back with another installment. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I got some things I want to talk about today on the Unpopular Hours, man. And I hope that it grabs y'all interest, man. Now, I want to talk about this topic right here, okay? Now, this man says that his daughter was getting bullied, all right? And he took it upon himself to do some, uh, you know, self justice, or whatever you want to call that, um, pretty much put things into his own hand. And he wanted to do harm to the girl's daughter who was bullying his daughter. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Not to the girl, but to the girl's father. I hope that's what I said. Yeah, to the girl's father. Okay. Now, he didn't want to catch the one on one fade. He wanted to jump this man with his brothers. Now, I was listening to something earlier, right? And the person was just talking about brothers, 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 and he was talking about the brotherhood. And yeah, it was Chakra Doctor Black Ass. Yeah, that's who I was listening to. And shout out him, man. You know what I mean? And when he said brothers, it just struck something in me, and I'm like, hold on, let me look at this video a little bit deeper, right? So the first thing I noticed was the square and compass Masonic chain he wearing. So I had to pause, right? And I pondered and I thought, and I'm like, you know what? I guarantee you 99.9% of people didn't even see that. So I go to the comment section and everybody is botted out of their minds. They just so focused on the situation that's taken place or took place with the other father being beat up by brothers, right? But I'm so focused on looking at what he wearing on his pendant. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, they lost in the sauce, man. Like people are really operating on their lower half of themselves, all right? They really operating off of their animal instincts. They don't really care about thinking high on a different frequency. I mean, thinking on an elevated conscious because it's not like I'm asking people to be like Dr. Sebi or anybody like that, but I mean like that ain't even the right person I'm even trying to bring up. But you get what I'm saying. It's like higher thinking, higher learning. Like, you know, I'm just really taken aback by how this is going to go over a lot of people's heads and they're just going to focus on what he was saying. Now, it was very interesting to me because in this one, he has it showing freely. But then as he begins to drive, as he should, put on a seatbelt and you couldn't see it any longer. Now, he is a proud member, obviously, because he's flaunting it around. Um, I've seen a couple of people that are in the Shriners. I do not know these people, like, obviously, but I've seen them in the grocery stores and in the malls, and they wear the fez and all that. You know what I mean? And I'll just be like, damn, like, look at that. Like, that's crazy, because I talk about it all the time. So it's just be like eye opening when I see it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, they're all around. It could be your next door neighbor. It could be your principal. It could be your boss. It could be your supervisor. It could be your coworker. I want to tell y'all this. When he said his brothers got involved, I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't his flesh and blood brothers. It was maybe his lodge brothers. Okay. So when I seen that pendant and he was talking about he getting his brothers to do what he was gonna do, I'm like, oh, he was getting his other Freemasonic brothers to do this. And I guarantee you, there's nothing is gonna happen to this dude. And even if there is something that happens to him, I'm telling you right now, like he ain't gonna do that much time. He might not do any time if that, if the guy winds up pressing charges or whatever, okay? Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. I highly, highly doubt it. Because you got to understand something. When you are in the Freemasonic order and your brothers are in law enforcement and your brothers are lawyers and judges and the DA and FBI and CIA, you pretty much already know you ain't going to be doing no time, right? Or they might have to make it look like something and stage it, right? Like they do in a Young Thug. We all know he's a Mason. That's how he beat all his cases. He said that out of his own mouth. So they're making that like some clown world activity. But at the end of the day, he's probably not going to have to do a lot of time. He might have to do a couple years, but whatever. What I'm saying is this, right? This is a play, all right? And if you do not understand double these folks when they talk, the whole play is going to go over your head, all right? And that's pretty much what I put in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is a whole play. This man is a whole Freemason. Do y'all not see the pendant on his neck? Because all the comments was botted out. Like, I'm wondering if any of the comments were real people. You know what I mean? But he looked like one of them. You know what I'm saying? He definitely looks like one of them. They got this certain look to him. I really can't describe it, but yeah, he looked like one of them. Most of the time they'll be clean cut and well shaven. This one is not. He might have been in the Brotherhood for a little while, but yeah, most of the time they're going to be clean shaven. All the ones that I've seen in real life are clean shaven and well kept. That's a telltale sign. But yeah, this is crazy right here, right? They getting bold. They are definitely getting bold. Now, I got 2 videos. Yes, I got 2 video breakdowns coming on Black Mirrors TV, baby. Yes, Sirski. So, check this out. I'm going to be breaking down Michael Jackson and Selena Quintanilla, okay? Like I said a few months prior back, I want to start doing one video on a specific person on each platform, revealing the satanic lyrics, revealing them by the numbers, and cosigns and symbols. So that's 3 videos, one person, boom, you know what I'm saying? And you get to experience the whole trifecta because that's what these 3 platforms are for. It's really not for just being sporadic and doing one artist over here, then not doing a breakdown on them occultically and not doing a breakdown on them gematrially. Yes, I just made that up. Gematrially, whatever, right? But that's what these 3 platforms are based off of. So if you haven't tuned in or subscribed to the other 2 platforms, man, please make sure you do so. Go subscribe to Lifting the Veil and go subscribe to Backmasking Revealed on YouTube, all right? Now with that being said, okay, I want to show y'all this, right? So here we have Selena Quintanilla, rest in peace, her soul. The way she went out was very shocking and tragic. But you want to know something that I noticed? A lot of these like big artists that like blew up once they got on were born in the same year. Like Lisa Left Eye, Selena and Tupac, and I think Big Pun were all born in 1971. No. That's crazy. And they all died young. Did you hear what I just said? So I don't know what's up with that, but that's what Tupac, Big Pun, Selena, and Left Eye. That's 4 people right there. You know what I mean? And they all died tragically. Big Pun, massive heart attack. Tupac, shot on several occasions and then finally died from a shooting in Las Vegas. Selena Quintanilla shot by her, I don't even know what it was, her makeup artist, designer, manager. I don't know who that lady was. I forgot. Even though I seen it when they came out with the little docu-series or whatever. And yeah, man, this is wild. This is wild, man. But yeah, let's get into this hand signs and symbols occultic breakdown, right? Because this is gonna be one of the things that you see in the breakdown, okay? Now, this is the occult meaning of the X, because you're going to see a lot of these artists, right? You probably have seen a lot of artists do this hand gesture right here, but not even know what it means. Now, we got a different meaning for the X for different reasons or different things. There's one for alchemy, the occult, Freemasonry, all right, and the list goes on, all right. But this is what it has to say for the occultic one, right? It says, you see how they got consciousness, right? Highlighted. They want you to know this has something to do with consciousness, right? Whenever we're talking about consciousness, you better believe that we're talking about some Freemasonic, Illuminati, esoteric stuff, all right? Because what these folks like to do is to cross the physical with the spiritual, all right? Um, like also when you see a triangle and a square, that's what that is representing as well. That's representing the spiritual and the physical. And if you look at a house, it's a triangle and a square. Like it gets super deep. Super. All right. Within occult teachings, let me turn my light up. I can't even see. I got my light all the way down. That's crazy. Within occult teachings, the letter X carries deep mystical symbolism. It is closely associated with esoteric concepts such as initiation, woo, transformation, woo, and universal consciousness. Damn. The crossing lines of X are thought to represent both the duality and synthesis, okay? Signifying the transcendence of opposites to reach higher stage of spiritual. Man, that's crazy. And then you see how those symbols on her forearms, right, of that jacket or whatever she's wearing, look like the sun. Because these folks do worship the sun. They are into sun worship. There is like a solar goddess in ancient Egypt, okay, mythology, and in those ancient secret teachings. And there is a ancient teaching, ancient secret teaching of this hand sign too. You know what I mean? I got all of the meanings. Okay, I think there's like four or five. No, there were way more than four or five, but I got the ones that's like based on what we do over here. Okay, but yeah, like we're going deep. We're getting back on this type of time over on Black Mirrors TV, and I'm so excited, and I hope y'all are pretty much excited as well. I can't wait to drop this video. All right, so be on the lookout for that. And then also, of course, we got the King of Pop, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. When that Thriller song came out, y'all, I was a little kid, like I was a little boy. You know what I mean? And I remember I couldn't sleep that night I seen it. It was that night, of course, when it came on. And bro, when he did this right here, and he turned around at the end of the video, and he's telling the girl like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, don't worry, you were just sleeping. It was just a bad dream. I'm not gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? It's just like putting her under a spell. You know what I'm saying?" Man, listen, then he got her up and they walked out the room, bro, and he turned around like this. Oh, bro, and then that evil demonic laugh, bro. Like, I don't know where you was when this video came out, bro, but like the real ones know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a 90s baby, all right? So when this joint came out and this dude down, oh man, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm like, damn, that's nightmare fuel right there, all right? So these folks are Luciferians, all right? And they practice Luciferianism, okay? What is Luciferianism? Because there's a lot of isms and schisms and creepy, crawly, freaky things, all right, when it comes to these occults, right? But basically, Luciferianism is a belief system that venerates the essential characteristics that are asphyxiated as Lucifer, right? The name of various mythological religious figures um, associated with the planet Venus. So that's kind of crazy, right? So whole time we looking at Saturn. Saturn, and we probably should be looking at Venus, okay? Because the Hebrews looked at Venus as, Lucifer, okay? A lot of people don't even know that. So the tradition usually reverses Lucifer not as the devil, but as a light bringer or guide darkness. Why would you even want to be led to the darkness? That is the left hand path of the Baphomet. Like, so why do that? You are being led to your lower self. Why would you want to do that, right? And yeah, I understand. Something comes from nothing, like the light comes from the dark. I get that. And some people feel the need to go into a dark place to be creative and do creative things, and then come out of that and be enlightened. That's why you will see a lot of videos or in a movie or something or in a commercial, and then they'll click on that light bulb. You never thought about that, huh? Because they're letting you know that they are enlightened. For a quick example, I know you guys know who Lil Yachty is, right? We just talked about him not too long ago. Go and check his video out called Strike. There is a scene where he is in complete darkness, and then he clicks on the light bulb, right? Flicking his tongue, putting the flame by his tongue. He is a flame of the. He is a initiate of the flame. He's showing you, right, that rabbit hole in a sense. He's showing you he went through his rituals. He's showing you that he follows the serpent. He's showing you that Lucifer is his god. He's showing you that he came from the darkness and is now enlightened, not knowing anything, and now he knows what we don't know. All right, so go check out that video and you'll know exactly what I'm being led into the darkness to be enlightened. And that's what these folks do. All right. Now, or even the true God as opposed to Yahweh. So I know y'all know a lot about Yahweh and this, that, and the third. We're not gonna get in and not Yahweh. Like, for those who believe that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is almighty and ain't nothing higher than God, and Jesus Christ and all that, they believe that the devil is that way to them. Like, that's how crazy these folks is. Like, that's what I want to let you guys know. As wholeheartedly as you believe in Jesus Christ and God, that's how wholeheartedly they believe in the devil. So when you messing around with these folks and playing games, like not knowing that they know magic, and I'm talking about dark black magic that could really mess your life up, then that will make you reevaluate if you really want to do this thing like that I'm doing. All right, you do know that people lose their life over spreading information like this, right? It happens all the time, but see, the difference is I'm not bound by any contracts. I'm not like teamed up with nobody that's a part of this. None of that, and it's going to stay that way. All right, so that's why I can speak freely on what I want to speak on, even though I have to talk sometimes and self-censor. It's because I want to keep the platform up and running. It has nothing to do with that. Okay. Now, with that being said, right, I want y'all to know something. He went from a kind-hearted, loving, but there were some things that a lot of you noticed because y'all grew up in that time that just seemed kind of off, right? Now, there are some pictures that I will be showing in this slideshow live premiere of Michael Jackson, the cosigns and symbols. And it's the simple fact that he's throwing up 666. He's doing the one eye symbolism. He is doing the vow of silence. Now, as a child, who taught him that this is the way, that this is what you have to do to be a part of what you are a part of? Like, who is telling him these things? Who is teaching him these things? Was it Joe Jackson, the father? I mean, like, honestly, who was it? Because I don't know. It had to be somebody that was his handler. It could have been his father, right? But at the end of the day, somebody was telling this little boy and showing this little boy, along with his brothers, the path to become an initiate of the flame, the path to darkness to come out into the light. Because there's no way that he just woke up as a kid and just was like, yeah, I'm gonna cover my eye at this photo shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna put my hand over my mouth at this photo shoot. Right? Like, I just don't see that being a thing. Okay. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys are looking forward to those videos. Okay. Now, I want to show you guys this too before we get out of here. Here we go. Now, I came across this while doing some research. I believe it was on Michael Jackson. And I'm like, damn, the person was asking, who could tell me this hand sign right here? And basically, I was like, well, it was like a new platform on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like they just starting out. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to show some love. You know what I'm saying? And I left a comment. You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is the I know hand sign. Okay. Now, the reason why I say this is the I know hand sign is because these folks know what the masses don't know, which is the occultic knowledge, the Freemasonic knowledge of enlightenment. Okay. And you got to understand, the Freemasons are very low on the totem pole. These folks are not like at the top. Okay. Like they are not the creme de la creme. Okay. They're just not. They're the bottom feeders. They are they're just above us. And I've said this so many times. These folks are just above us. All right. Like, come on. Like, let's just keep it real. We are the real stars at the end of the day, and they just don't want us to know that. But back to what I'm saying is, this is a Masonic hand gesture, okay, as you can see with the figure illustrated in the middle. And the reason why I say that this is the I know hand sign is not only is because they know what the masses don't, but it's because um, they know that if they break that vow of silence, like you see Lil Wayne with his hand over his mouth, like that's the perfect depiction of this hand sign and what it represents, because it's letting you know that he will not reveal what he knows. Simple and plain. Like, how much clear cut can you get? And a lot of people that are involved in the streets, right, that listen to this type of music, that buy this music, consume this music, play it on a daily basis, right, and operate off of their sacral chakra, their lower selves, right, their animal instincts, they will say, "Oh man, you tripping, Black? That's that's some street ish, that's some street ish, that stick to the code, don't snitch." You know what I mean? That's what that means. Okay, I get that. That's what they put out to y'all to make you think that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they do to get y'all off of y'all, uh, 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 get y'all off balance to think like they're not a part of anything like this. But just like they have gang signs, like in the streets, these folks have their own set of hand signs and gestures that they do to let people know that are a part of the inner circle of the circle what's going on and what type of time they're on, and if they are an initiate, what degree they're at, what level they're at, right? How high they are. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got entered apprentice hand signs, you got fellow craftsman hand signs, you got master mason hand signs. Okay, do not get it twisted and think these folks is playing checkers, because they not. These folks out here playing chess with your life, like not only yours but with mine. That's why I do this on a daily, to try to get this out here. All right, because this is what it's about. And just like as a little sidebar, For those who don't know, self-aware. Okay, I love to do what I do, man. I don't feel complete without video. Like I just don't. Like I had a best day ever. Like as far as this, as far as that. But if I don't put out anything, like even if it's just like a little piece of something on my story on Instagram or like a post on YouTube, it's not done. Like this has to get done every single day until I cannot do it no more. People have to know this. And I'll tell you one thing. This will not be forced on anybody. You can take this information and do with it as you will. You can take screenshots. You can screen record. You can make a complete YouTube channel dedicated to just uploading these videos. And I will not copyright you. I will not strike you. I will not go to your page and flag you. I would love that to happen. If anybody out there wants to do so, I am letting you know now. You can do that. You can take all my lives. You can take all my content. I don't care. And use it. Do what you want to do with it. Make your own YouTube channel account. I done said this countless of times. You don't have to worry about me coming for you. I want that. Right? I got one person who created a channel. All right. Being inspired by what I do. And that right there, man, that right there is just like, I can't even explain the feeling. That right there means more than um, getting a view on my platform or getting a like on my platform. You chose to create your own platform based off of what I'm doing. That is like my life work is done. You know what I'm saying? Like I did what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? My purpose of doing what I'm doing right now, this very second, has been fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? And they're constantly rising. They're almost at 100 subscribers doing their own thing. They doing their own thing, but it's like on the same type of time. Just making people self-aware of what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And it's just so beautiful. Like they showed me how many subscribers they had, and like it was just beautiful, man. It was just like, damn, man. Like I'm really out here giving people inspiration. You know what I mean? And I think that's how we're gonna end this live, man, on a positive note like that, man, because we know that this crazy stuff happens. It's gonna continue happening until we push back little by little, because we don't want to push back all at once. Because they're gonna call us crazy. They're gonna try to lock us up. They're gonna try to do all that. You better believe it. So if we just continue to push back little by little and say no to this madness, we're gonna be all right. With that being said, if you made it this far into this live presentation, I appreciate you. I love you, and I'm here for you. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Check me out on both Instagrams, Lifting the Veil 42 and JNX85204. It's been a pleasure as always. It's your boy coming at you with another installment of the Unpopular Hours. Y'all stay humble. Y'all stay hungry. And I'm out. Oh, wait a minute. What's wrong with me? I gotta do my shout outs, man. On top of that, shout out all the channel members and channel moderators, man. Shout out everybody that's gonna watch this back. I'm tripping. Who raised me? Shout out Canton Way in the building. Shout out PJ Allen. Shout out Archangel in the building. You feel me? Shout out my dog Michael. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that way.